The topic is I just want to talk about how uh, people find it very hard to change. That is my topic. I want to talk about because, like I said, I am in the mental health niche. This is something that I talked about on my channel before in a video form. Now that I'm live, I want to talk about it live. But yeah, why people find it so hard to change, okay? Which of course is denial. That's one, and that's the first problem. Um, is not really understanding that you have a problem. So being in denial. But I want to talk about how people just want to stay miserable, stay in misery. They just want to talk people's head off, right? They want to talk your head off about what they go through, but they don't want to do anything about it. They just want to stay in misery. Okay. And people that like others that are struggling, it's like misery loves company. My dog is barking in the background. I apologize. Um, Misery loves company. So you have these people that love struggle content, like, oh, you're struggling too. I love to be around you. And plus, they love to just talk about negativity things, like things about what's going on, bad situations that is going on in their lives, but they don't do anything about it. Okay, I'm the type of person where I'm a good listener. I'm a good listener. A lot of that is because I am a people pleaser. And so I listen to people's problems. But what agitates me, what gets under my skin, is when people do nothing about it. I don't like that at all. So you're either a complainer or a problem solver, and I talked about this before on my channel. Complain, are you a complainer or a problem solver? Which one? And I understand people go through things, they don't have a solution right away. Because I'm the type of person, and I say this all the time on my channel, that I am a problem solver. Now, I used to not be that way. I used to be the person that's always complaining in my head. Now, I don't go to people and complain. I don't go to my family, my friends. I complain a lot in my head. And I told myself that gets you nowhere. That gets you nowhere. Complaining about your situation, about your life, about your mental illness, over and over and over again with no solution. And that's the key word, is what is the solution. That is what my channel, by the way, is about. It's about, so like, what is the solution to the problem, to your problem. So they just go on and on and go on and on and on with no solution. That is what gets under my skin. I don't mind. Like I said, I know people have situations, people go through things. That's not what agitates me. What agitates me is people that want to stay, and I said want to stay in that situation. Purposely staying in that situation is what gets my nerves. That is what I don't like. If you're one of those type of people that all you want to do is complain, 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 you got to work on that. It's time for a change. But it's more easier though. It's more easier to stay in misery for some people, not all, but it's more easier to go that route, to stay in misery, than it is to put in the hard work to work on yourself so you can become a better version of yourself. People rather just no, that's too hard. Working on myself is too hard. Going to therapy is too hard. Getting myself out of this situation is too hard. Working on my mental illnesses, that's too hard. I'd rather just complain, complain, complain. No. No. I want to do this so bad with people that came to me with just complaining about the same thing. I want to plug my ears so bad. And I know that's so wrong to say, but I just want to plug my ears because I don't want to hear it. I'm a problem solver now. And I want to make sure that I surround myself with other people that want to problem solve and heal. I do. But it seems like I'm seeing like more people that just rather just wallow in their misery, to be honest. You just want to stay depressed. Stay in their situations. Don't fix the situations. Don't want to work on themselves because it's easier. It is. It's easier to stay in these situations. It's the easy route. Like, oh no, or like I said, denial. And that's the first problem, is denying that you have a problem. The sooner you can stop denying that you have a problem or a terrible situation, the better it is to work on yourself, to fix that situation, to work on yourself. I think I said that already. So that is pretty much what I want to talk about. And I talked about this before. I know I talked about this before on my channel. Like I said, are you a complainer or a problem solver. And then yeah, that's the. And I think this is why I'm after this I'm gonna end it because yeah, I know it's not gonna be a long live. Like I said, this is like a redo. I didn't like the other one, so this is a redo. But I'm just gonna say this. I want to end by saying this. And if there's anybody in here watching, let me know because I am about to end this live soon. But I will say this. I think a lot of people would not like my channel. I think a lot of people will not like my channel because I'm a channel of healing. I'm a channel of working on yourself, which is something that people just don't want to do. They don't want to put in the work. Once people realize that, oh, she doesn't really talk about her problems. She doesn't really talk about her what she really goes through into details, into like more details. I don't like this channel. I want to hear, because like I said, misery loves company. Struggle bond. People love when they, as human beings, we're curious. When we go to YouTube, we click on people's videos that are struggling with something. We click it because we want to watch it because you want to relate to it, right? We want to relate to people. Like, oh, this person's going through some things. Oh, this person is going through this, going through that. Let me watch this. But the moment you find a channel that talks about healing, working on yourself, oh no, you can't subscribe to that. Oh no, you can't watch this person. Bring me the juicy stuff. I want to see the content of people struggling. What does that also tell you? If you're that type of person that you like that type of content all the time, the struggle content, the people that just complain, and I'm not trying to say people complain now. I know that's a strong word to say, especially like content creators that come with struggle, that do struggle content. I know it's very harsh to say complain, but I'm calling it complain. If this particular creator, if that's all they talk about, if that's their brand, that they only talk about struggle, okay, that's the stuff that you gravitate towards. What does that say about you as a person? It's all connected. If you think about it, it's all connected. The person that's having the hard time to change, or in denial, or don't want to change because it's easier to just be to stick in your miserable situation, than it is to work on yourself, to take the hard route, the challenges. It's easier to go the easy route. It's more easier to complain than work on yourself. It is. So like I said, what does that tell you about yourself when you're gravitating towards that type of people, that type of content? Because it's all connected. And this is why I say I think a lot of people may not like my channel. People may not like my channel because I am a channel of healing, and I am a channel of working on yourself, and I am a channel of becoming a better version of oneself. People are not going to like that. They're going to, oh, I don't like this channel. Healing Speaks Chrissy. Oh no, that channel just is, because it's a challenge. When you work on yourself, that's a challenge. You are challenging yourself. And like I said, denial. We have people out there like, I don't need to work on myself. Or people that just want to, oh, I don't want to work on myself. I just want to vent. Okay, you can vent, but there's a difference, to vent and not work on yourself. Don't just sit there and want to vent about your terrible situation and do nothing about it. That's when I start saying that's complain. And like I said, I know that's a harsh word to say, but because I know people go through things, but it is complaining. If you are venting, you're talking about your situation that you've been in for whatever, how long, and all you do is talk about it and talk about it. You want to go to this person and talk about it. You want to go to that person and talk about it. That's complaining. That's complaining. I'm the type of person that I want to surround myself with, and that's whether in real life or on YouTube. I want to surround myself with people that want to work on themselves. I don't want to surround myself with complainers. I don't. It's annoying. And like I said over and over again, I understand people go through things. But I'm that type of person like, okay, I heard you vent or complain for 10 minutes. I want to say so bad. So what are you going to do about it? And some people just don't know. They don't know the answers right then and there. Understandable. You don't know how to fix your situation right then and there. But at some point, you got to have a plan. You got to have a solution. I just got a notification that someone subscribed to my channel. Thank you so much and welcome. You're welcome, you guys. But yes, you can only vent. I'm gonna call it vent. You can only vent for so long before it starts to sound like you're complaining. And this is why, again, I think a lot of people may not like my channel, because I don't dive deep into struggled content, even though I'm in the mental health niche. And I know some people may think in the back of their mind, like, okay, Chrissy, how is it that you're in the mental health niche, but you're not even talking, really deep and personal with what you're going through? You're beating around the bush. Okay, so because people want to hear that. We're curious. We are naturally curious human beings, and we love content like that. We love or not even content, people. We love when people are talking about their struggles, because I get it, as human beings. Relatable is the key word. It's relatable. However, if that's all you like, not the channel that wants to, or not the person, forget about, I'm trying to not even, tie this to YouTube or social media. Forget the person that wants to heal, come up with solutions to get out of that situation. Oh, forget that person. I want to gravitate towards the person that has all the problems, because it's relatable. What does that say about you as a person, though? Okay, and this is why I think a lot of people may not like my content. So anyways, this goes back to, to sum things up. That's what I wanted to talk about. I just want to talk about why I think people find it very hard to change. You got to break this. It's a vicious cycle too, when you want to surround yourself that type of stuff. It almost can be like it's negative, like negativity too. When all you want to surround yourself with is struggle content, in a way, that's kind of like negativity too, because that's negativity type stuff that you're hearing from all these people that are sharing their situations without coming up with a solution to their problems. That's a problem. I find that's a problem. A person like me, that's a problem, because I'm a problem solver. And I was never like that in the beginning. I don't know if I mentioned that already, but I was not like that in the beginning. In the beginning, I was a complainer. I didn't go to other people, like my friends and family, and talk about what I was going through. But in my head, I was just complaining and complaining, and that's not good to your headspace, especially if you have mental illness. I have 3, so mental illnesses. So I'm now that type of person to where if I'm going through something, I gotta fix it right away. And if I can't fix it right away, make a plan of when to fix it. Make a plan. I'm going through depression wave right now. I've been talking about depression a lot on my channel lately. And I've been talking about how hard that is to, get in the mood to do things. Even something like this. I don't look nice all the time. I'm trying to keep my appearance up during my live streams. Been trying to keep myself up and things like that. But this is extremely hard. So I get it. If you're going through something, it's hard. But I know that I will beat my depression wave. This is a wave. That's why I call it a wave. It's like an episode, a depression episode. And I know that I'm not going to be stuck in this depression wave or episode too long, hopefully. But we can only do the best we can as long as you have a plan. I've been having this depression wave episode, whatever you want to call it, since February, and it's almost May. But that's okay, because I have a plan. That's the difference between someone having, something going on in their lives, they're struggling with something, and they just want to stay in that situation. But I want people to really, think about what I said earlier when I said, what does that say to you as a person that loves to gravitate towards struggle content? What does that say to you? I want you to really think about that. Yes, as human beings, we want to be relatable and things like that. That's why you gravitate towards that type of content, but not over here. And this is why I think a lot of people may not like my content. But if you are one of my subscribers and you roll with me, you rock with me, you understand my mission, you understand what I want to do for myself and others, the people that watch me, my audience, my family, my subscribers, then that's the people that I want to, surround myself with. on social media and in real life. These are the people that I am looking for, not the people that just want to stay in misery, not work on themselves. That want to take the easy route, which is just complain and be miserable. I'm looking for people that want that challenge. Are you up for that challenge? Challenge yourself. Come up with a plan. I'm not trying to say fix your situation then and there. If you have a problem and you went to someone, I'm not trying to say fix your issue, your problem today. All I'm saying is at least come up with a plan. What are you going to do about it? Aren't you tired of complaining? Aren't you tired of feeling miserable? That mess is bad on the body. That's stressful. And even though I'm going through this depression wave and things like that, I still try to do things that make me happy, because that depression is just going to eat me alive, keep me in a dark hole. Because I did it before. I've been there before in the dark hole. Like when you're depressed like that, chronic depression. I have MDD, major depressive disorder. That's a chronic type of depression. So I know what it's like to be bedridden. I talked about it on my channel. And it sucks to be bedridden when you don't get out of your bed. You don't even feel like using the restroom. I lost a lot of weight. I'm not sure if you go back to my videos, I'm doing the best I can. So I don't want to sound like I'm being perfect. I'm like losing weight by the week, to the point where I think I need to go see a doctor. But I'm still fighting. I'm still fighting. I'm still here. I'm still here. And that is pretty much what I wanted to talk about today on my Monday topic. I call my Mondays the Monday shift, where we shift our mind into a mental health topic. And once I get, some subscribers going right now, I'm sure I don't have anybody in here. If there's someone in here watching, give me a green heart. I like green hearts because it's my channel signature color. If you are in here, give me a green heart, but I'm getting ready to end this live. But that is what I wanted to talk about. If this live, if this live, I almost said video, but it's not a video. It will be uploaded as a live, because I'm so used to uploading long form videos on my channel. But like I was trying to say, if this live resonated with you, please let me know in the comment section. So once again, every Monday, I call this the mind shift, okay? The Monday mind shift. And I just talk about mental illness, topics related to mental illness, or mental health, I should say. And then that's about it. I do have other days of the week that I'm creating, like Wednesdays. I can't do Wednesdays yet because it involves participation. But I do have something. I don't want to talk about what it is yet. Monday so far, this is what you know what it is. This is what I do on Mondays. Like I said, I call it the Monday mind shift. Wednesday, I'm not going to say what that is yet, but that involves participation. And right now, as I see in my live, I don't really have much participation. So I'm not going to do anything on Wednesdays yet. And then I also want to do things on Friday. And that's it. That's what I want to do on my lives. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. But so far, you guys know on Monday, this is what I do. I talk about mental health topics. And then on Wednesday, that's participation, like group support wise. And then Friday, I'm still in the making of that. Because like I said, I just now gained the feature to go live. So I'm still in the process of creating some things. But this is going to be a really interesting channel for those that want to change, and for those that need that extra support, especially if you don't have therapy. If you do not have therapy, I want you to consider my channel like it's your therapy that you've been longing for. And if you do have therapy, just consider this like your extra additional therapy on top of the therapy you already received. Okay, so yes. But I'm still excited. And this was, like I said, this is a redo live. I did not like the live I did about an hour and a half ago. And I said, let me do it again. I didn't like it. My energy was too low because I'm going through depression. So I was in that other live with no energy, dead. And I'm like, no, I got to do it again. But I'm getting ready to end. I see like 9 people. I don't know if these are bots. If there is someone in here, let me know. But I am about to end this live now. I don't want it to drag because I gotta edit this live once it's over. But if there's someone in here, just give me a green heart or say hi, Chrissy. I watched a little bit of your live. Let me know. That'll make me feel good. it's not easy doing a live when you think there, when there's no one in here and you're just, it's like you're talking to nobody. But um, if anybody did catch some of it, just say, hey, Chrissy, or give me a green heart. That's my channel signature color, a green heart. And yeah, that's about it. And thank you so much. If anybody watched this live from beginning to end, thank you so much. If you're one of my subscribers, recent subscribers, welcome to my channel. I just recently was talking with someone who said that, they don't have any therapy and that my channel is calming, and that they really look forward to my content. So that means a lot to me. My subscribers like that is what keeps me going, because I almost gave up on my channel a lot, sabotage my channel a lot, which is something that I do a lot. I've said that word so many times because I have BPD as well. So I mentioned I have MDD. I have also borderline personality disorder. That's one of them. And GAD, generalized anxiety, and also suffer with some, symptoms of psychosis and things like that. So, going back to my point with borderline personality disorder, self-sabotaging, devaluing is something I do a lot. And this is why I had to do another live, because of the perfection, being a perfection. And it has to be perfect. And I remember, one of my subscribers was mentioning that today. I'm like, so same thing. I still do that. I'm like, no, I didn't like it. It didn't seem like, let me do another one. So yeah. But anyways, you guys, that is it. And once again, before I end this live, if there's anybody in here, give me a heart, or just say, hey, Chrissy, or something like, or hey, I finally caught some of Chrissy's live. I'm one of your subscribers. Let me know. I want to know, because it says 2 people is in here. I don't know if this is a bot, or I don't know if this is somebody that's just, let me just see who this person is, like a random person that clicked my live. But thank you guys so much if you made it to the end, and I will definitely see you in the next live. Thank you for watching. And did I say my name? My name is Chrissy. My name is Chrissy, and yes, thank you so much. Bye, you guys. Happy healing. Happy healing.